a follower on Facebook. Let's get a little bit of hot coffee in there right now. I don't know, it's supposed to be better for you. Welcome to the Okie Woodsman channel. My name is Joe, and we have some big things coming. I'm really glad you're here. 3 things are going to be covered in this video. A brand new ported saw that I have yet to run. I'll probably put some fuel in it, fire it off. We won't cut in this video, but that's coming up real shortly. I have a package from a subscriber that I want to share with you all today. Very generous, and another big announcement. I have already taken a look at this, but I have not run it yet. It was packaged very well. Well, because he put it back just like I sent it to him. Check this out. Many people have been wondering who was going to build my 2511T, and that is this gentleman right here, Corey Corp. He can be found on Facebook, many of the chainsaw groups. He does great work. He is a big Husqvarna fan, and this gentleman finds the most pristine old Huskies ever. I mean, they look brand new. He does it all the time. In a moment, we will be putting some fuel in this and firing it up, but I'm going to hold off on that just yet because we're going to talk about a couple other things. This next thing just absolutely blows me away. I need to say thank you to John Kuiper. He's actually a follower on Facebook. He's not someone that's regularly in the comment section. I don't know if he's in the comment section on YouTube, but I just got a message out of the blue one day and he said, "Hey, I've got something I want to send you. I think it would help." And at first I was like, I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. You know, it seems strange to me for someone just to want to do that and bless me. And so let me show you what he sent. Like I said, he just reached out. I don't know exactly what inspired it. I don't know if he watched a climbing video of mine or what, but he said, "Hey, I've got some stuff. I've got a lanyard and a friction saver I want to send you." I said, "All right, thank you very much." You know, I mean, it's a humbling thing to have somebody want to send you this stuff. This is like brand new. I don't see any use at all on it. Like I said, we got a friction saver, prusik hitch on here, and then we've got a lanyard. I do climb from time to time, but I am certainly not trained in the proper way of doing tree work because my formal training and my experience is limited to telephone poles or power poles. Thank you, John, so much. This is extremely exciting to me because this is going to help me start building proper tree climbing gear. That's something I've wanted to do. I don't want to keep climbing with pole climbing equipment. I already have tree gaffs. They're a set of clines because, you know, I don't do it enough to warrant spending high dollars on the real lightweight ones. But again, thank you so much. This will become helpful because I was using a positioning lanyard that really wasn't long enough for tree work, you know, to be able to throw a lanyard up over a limb up higher or whatever to go around obstacles. It just wasn't any good. Thank you so much. This blows me away, and it's extremely humbling. I mentioned earlier that some big things are coming. I've had numerous people in the comment section reach out to me and say, "Hey, are you going to have jackets? Are you going to have hats? Are you going to have shirts? Are you going to have stickers and all of that?" I'm working on that, and I want to say, well, actually, there's going to be a sneak peek of what I've been working on. It hasn't gone live yet because I have samples coming to me to make sure that the products are of good quality. I don't want you guys spending money on something that's absolute junk. So let's get started and I'll show you. Actually, I've only received one sample for now, and I honestly wasn't even going to do this, but, well, I'll just show you. This will be real quick, but I'm working on a storefront. This is going to be integrated into YouTube. All right, so I believe what's going to happen is there's going to be an option for different products, and then there's also going to be this homepage as well here. But what my goal is I don't I'm very particular on shirts, how they fit. I'm going to try to put the different brands of shirts that are going to be sold, so that way if that's something that you even want. I don't want you guys buying stuff and then being like, this is the most garbage fit or it's no good. So I'm going to try to do my best to let you know what brand. This brand Bella Canvas, in my experience, has run a little bit on the smaller side. I'm also going to have, there's going to be some hats. There's different colors. Just flipping through here. We've got some hoodies, and there's going to be different kinds of hoodies. We've got Gildan hoodies. We've got, this is a blend. I forget what brand it is. I'm not even sure if there is a brand, if I recall correctly. But we're going to have some Gildan shirts. So that way, if you're familiar with what sizing you like in that particular brand, that way you can make a choice. There's going to be different colors. I am just starting here on some designs and so forth. I want to make them something that you guys would like to have. And so by no means is this something that I just never thought I'd do this. I really never thought I would do this. And again, it's extremely humbling, and I thank you all. How this works is the order will be placed. I will never touch the product. All right, so I'm not having to output and stock different colors, different sizes. That just sounds like an absolute nightmare. So for example, in these right here, there's different size options. The 5XL is blanked out, extra small is blanked out, but you can buy extra large, 2XL, 3XL, small, or whatever. And the other cool thing is from my understanding, this particular vendor I'm working with through YouTube, it is a recommended type of relationship there. I think that some of these products are going to be able to be purchased outside of the country, and they're produced outside of the country. So this is like a direct to, like a print on demand type service. As orders come in, the products are produced and then they're shipped out directly. I saw on different things, there's a potential that if you're in Europe, if you're in Canada, we're not talking about shipping from the United States to those regions around the world. So if you're interested, definitely check those out. I apologize if not everything's available and it's something that you wanted, but I'm doing the best we can. And I think this might work out really well. But again, this may not launch because when I get my samples, if they're absolute garbage, and I don't feel like they're worth it, I won't launch them. I'll try something else. I do have, this is the very first thing that came in as a sample. I wasn't going to do this, but they were pretty darn affordable. And so what I did is I had them do a coffee cup. They've got 3 different sizes. I don't remember which size this is, but basically like a small, medium, and large. I've already put this through the washing machine. There was one that looked really cool, but it wasn't dishwasher safe. I don't know about you guys, but I don't do dishes that aren't dishwasher safe. Let's get a little bit of hot coffee in there right now. Man, I've started drinking black coffee really reluctantly just because, it's just, I don't know, it's supposed to be better for you. That's the first sip I ever took out of the Okie Woodsman mug. Again, this may not launch. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Let's get back to that 2511. Let's put some fuel in it, and let's see how she sounds. I think it's going to be pretty loud. Thank you, Corey, for getting this to me. I'm so excited to have this saw, to have it be hopefully better. I'm sure it's going to be better. I've already seen a video of it running on Facebook. He did post it. I could totally put fuel and oil in the wrong spot on this saw. Totally. I could see that happening. We got fuel up top and oil on the bottom. This is the 40-to-1 bell raise in orange. Look at that. And I've been getting this county line stuff because it's been pretty darn affordable here recently. I was liking the stuff. I forget the other brand. I have videos on it. Tested well on Project Farm, but this, you know, I really don't know if it matters all that much. I'm more concerned about price, to be honest with you. Oh gosh. It's pretty cold here right now. Let's go ahead and top her off completely because I plan on using this saw. I do have some climbing to do. And again, thank you, John, for that equipment. I'm going to try to make use of that. It should help me to be safer. And I do have some learning to do. This is going to be loud, I have a feeling. It's been a while since I started this saw. I'm not familiar with it all that much. We've got the stop. Got choke over there. Let's pump it up. One. That should be good. All right, so that's choked. All right, I can tell you it's louder. I hadn't even looked at, honestly, I hadn't even looked at this. Look at the muffler, man. He got a nice pipe right there. That is so cool. Corey is by trade, if I recall correctly, a welder fabricator. But my understanding is, oh, look at that. There is a sticker on here. Sweet. I didn't think he got one on there, but he did. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. This thing's drooling all over the place. So again, like I said, I think he is a welder fabricator by trade. My understanding is this man solely does saws now. That's what he does. Based out of Oklahoma. And I'm just excited. I need to get this put together. Beautiful, beautiful. Man, he blew this off so nicely. This saw came really nice and clean back. Corey, good work. I saw and heard of Corey for the very first time on the Novice Lumberjack channel. He built a saw that did really well on the, I believe it was the Rancher competition where Bodie had a whole bunch of saws get sent in from all over the place, and he did all the most extensive effort. And I mean, guys, listen, the Novice Lumberjack does a phenomenal job at putting on tests. He just did. And that event he organized, you know, you had builders like Super Dave, you had, you know, Corey Corp, you had Richard Flagg. I want to say Briscoe built something in there. There was a whole bunch of like little independent guys just having fun. And Corey built a phenomenal Rancher, and Bodie was just, in fact, I think there's a video specifically about that saw, and Bodie was really impressed with the quality of work that he does, and so I was impressed. I had seen him in the Facebook groups. He had actually reached out to me at one point in time long ago, actually when I first got my MS460, and so this is the first experience I have with him. You know, it's phenomenal. He's a very busy guy, so you're going to want to reach out to him if you're looking for a saw ported. You know, porters are in demand. Absolutely. 100% they are in demand, and he has himself hooked up. He probably didn't need me to have a video out there with his name in it because he's got more saws coming in. I mean, it's just crazy. So, again, let's go ahead and bar this thing up. And I'm going to go with the bar and chain that I originally tested this with. And it's the bar and chain that he has in his Facebook video. I might even post a little bit of that up. You might see the N in that video. I kind of jokingly was like, hey, is that, you know, do you still have that saw? Because I hadn't announced it or anything. Man, all this stuff came back really nicely. He cut in hardwood with this, and it was impressive. I have the same piece of wood that I tested in originally with when this saw was brand new and when the battery saw was brand new. Let me take my glove off here so I can feel this. I don't see any chips on the chain or anything, and to keep this as even as possible, my goal is to basically run it, and then I want to compare it to the previous test that we did months ago. All right, so this is a nano chain. We'll be able to see the difference between a stock one with 3/8 low profile, a stock one with nano, because I have all that recorded in the same wood. We'll be able to compare it to the battery saw. There's so little room in here. It's such a tiny machine. Wow, how did I do that? Ridiculous. Let's try that again. I jacked that up, man. I can be another laughing stock when it comes down to putting bars and chains on. I basically, you know, craziness. This saw has not very many tanks of fuel through it, everybody. I'm actually wondering what is the best way to do that. All right. Like I was saying, we'll be able to test this, see what it does, kind of, you know, comparatively. It's not going to be exact, but I think it's probably likely to be very noticeable what has changed on this. That's a thing of beauty right there. Captured bar nut with a Built by Fab Corp sticker. Fantastic, man. Oh, yeah. And don't block the exhaust area. I really did forget just how small this saw is, man. These things are tiny. Boy, look how small this is. I better have a sip of coffee before it's cold now that it's not in an insulated cup. Already cold, dang. Are you excited to see this run? Have you ever had a saw built by Corey yourself? Let me know in the comments section, please. All right, let's go ahead and pop this thing off here. Crazy, dude. This thing has snap. It pulls it like it you know. Oh, this is exciting. That's a thing of beauty. If you want to catch this running, make sure you watch a future video coming out shortly. I'm going to prepare to go get this thing into some wood. You know, it's just going to be some good times. The main thing is I want to show the difference between this and the difference of this saw stock. And so I need to go get that video prepared. That's going to be a whole different thing. And I'm going to run this along with the battery powered saw with nano as well. I'm just excited. Thank you, Corey, so much. I'm excited to have the merch coming up. I also have in my about section, I have an actual shipping address posted now. So that way, if you want to give stickers or whatever, guys, I'm humbled. Again, thank you, John. Thank you, Corey. And thank you to all of you for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Good grief.